When foster children turn 18 and leave the state's foster care system, they do so with little more than a bag of clothes. Only 3% go on to college. New legislation awaiting Governor Jerry Brown's signature offers help to foster kids in college. Joining me to talk about the bill and the hurdles foster youth face in earning a college degree are Laura Cons, co-founder of Foster Youth Investment Coalition, and Sade Burrell, a member of the same group and a former foster child herself. Laura, tell me how the new legislation will help children or former foster kids stay in college.
So the new legislation, working with Senator Norma Torres, we have designed the Senate Bill 1252 to support former foster youth who are involved with the Transitional Housing Placement Program. And specifically, it's going to support those former foster youth who are involved in that housing program to give them one more year of housing support if they're enrolled in higher education, in a higher education program.
And how big of an impact do you expect that to have?
We expect it to have a huge impact. I mean, imagine you're on your way finishing college and you have a steady lifestyle and striving to finish that goal, and then all of a sudden because you age out of the system, it's just taken away from you. And those individuals who are at that point to finish their degree just need that little more support to really graduate and to attain their goals to get that college degree. So I feel that it will make a huge impact on those individuals who have worked so hard to get to that point.
Sade, you're a former foster child yourself. Now you're a graduate student at USC School of Social Work. What hurdles did you face in getting there?
There are a few hurdles that I faced. I think one of the biggest one, which is why I came aboard with Laura and the SB. I messed up.
1252?
1252 is because of the support that they give the students, which is basically allowing them to have a home to stay in while they're going to college. And that was the biggest hurdle that I faced, being able to study in a library or at home and having those late nights. I didn't really have a home setting to go to. So that was a huge hurdle for me, which is why I'm very involved with this. Yeah.
So helping these former foster students stay in college by giving them housing is one thing, but getting them there seems to be quite another challenge. I mean, foster kids make up 0.3% of the state's population, and yet they account for about 40% of the people in homeless shelters. What else is needed to help these former foster kids get to college?
A huge support system is needed. Mentors throughout the community. This is a community effort that needs to take place, which is why we're bringing this to the state, because we're all responsible, despite whether they're related to us or not. That was another hurdle that I faced, is having to build my own support system. This THP Plus programs that we're asking for allows them to build these other programs. I'm so nervous, I'm so sorry. Allows them to build the support systems that they need while in environment that promotes higher education.
So Laura, SB 1252 started off as a class project. Tell me about that.
My background is being a community organizer and advocate, specifically working with at-risk youth. And I wanted to learn how exactly to better develop my skills. So I came here I enrolled at the University of San Diego in the Nonprofit Leadership and Management program. And through research, a team and I found that one of the populations here in the state of California who needed most of our support was were those in the foster youth system. And through that came the creation of the Foster Youth Investment Coalition, where we proposed a bill to two different legislators up in Sacramento, and it was authored by Senator Norma Torres.
And what happens, I mean, the governor has until Tuesday to sign this, or midnight Monday. What happens if he doesn't sign it?
If he doesn't sign it, unfortunately, foster youth are going to be in the same detrimental situation that they're in right now, where they don't have a proper support system to help them graduate from college and to attain those degrees. And, that has many negative, can have many negative implications where homelessness rates, incarceration rates for foster youth will stay the same or possibly increase. Where if this bill were passed, homelessness and incarceration rates, could be lessened, could be decreased, and even more so, those former foster youth who attain a college degree would be able to attain those jobs that are meaningful, contribute positively to the California economy, but more importantly, they would be able to lead sustainable lives for themselves as well as for their future families.
And we've got to close it there. Lauro, Sade, thanks so much for coming on the program.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.